Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sugar Sus Crypto. On this video, it has nothing to do with cryptocurrency, but it does have to do with money. Of course, crypto, money is sort of linked together, isn't it? So here on this video, I'm going to give you 3 steps because I care about you guys. I care about everybody, and I have this information available. So it's good for me. It's good for me to share it with the world. Okay, I got 3 steps how to become rich and wealthy with zero money to begin with. Now, if you may ask yourself, how are you going to be rich with no money down or anything like that? Well, first thing you need to understand is that our reality originates in our consciousness. Everything we perceive to be originates and starts and it begins, it creates in our minds, you know? So that's why there's a lot of books like The Secret, like the document of The Secret, like the law of the attraction, that everything that you think and everything that you think the most will come to you. Well, it sort of works that way, of course, and I believe in that. But I also believe that you have more control than that. Of course, so the first step to this is to start being clean and organized, even though it takes work to do. Because every single day, if you have children, if you have family, you know, it's kind of hard to keep your house clean, your car clean, your workplace clean, and I understand that. But we have to try to start being more clean, being organized. I personally made this chart for my daughter and my daughters and my family, so they can understand that even though we're not perfect, even though we're not as clean as we should be or organized as we should be, at least we're trying to be, because that's what my first step is in order to become rich. Because if you think about it, if you don't value what you have today, what makes you think that you're gonna value what you're gonna have tomorrow? You know, you have some pairs of shoes and you just put them aside or put them in your trunk in your car and you forget about them. I don't think that a person like that should receive $1 million because or $2 million or $3 million, because it's not understanding that those pair of shoes maybe cost $10, $20 or $15 or even $5. It doesn't matter. But the fact of the matter is that if you start valuing what you have and start cleaning it and putting everything organized and being more self-centered, then you don't need to have $1 million in order to be successful. You are successful. Having a $20 pairs of shoes, that's success. Because if you think about it, other people's that, like in Venezuela or in Africa somewhere, there's people out there that they don't have anything. They don't have anything to eat or anything to drink. And if they do, is everything is just broken and dirty and messy and disorganized, disordered. Okay, so I point this out because this is very important to me, very important. As you can see on this chart that I made, cleaning is the first step to live richly. Positive energy, emotions happy, actions, everything organized and clean. There's a rich mind because there's different levels, guys. The millionaire wants to be a billionaire. The billionaire wants to be a trillionaire. So it's infinite, the levels of increaseness in life. You know what I'm saying? The universe is infinite. Have you ever heard any scientists that they find the end of the universe? No. Well, desires and wishes could be like that also in life. And when is going to be the time where you're going to realize that you have a good family, a good pair of shoes, a good clothing, good stuff, and you don't even value it? You know what I mean? If you get $30,000 a year, if you get $40,000 a year, if you get $50,000 a year, you need to make sure that you're living rightful with that money. You need to make sure that you're in line, that you know every single dime where it goes, and you understand that you're valuing every single minute that you spend at your work. You know what I mean? And if you do that, the universe is going to bless you. Everything is going to be at your favor. Okay? Step number 2, understand propaganda. The American dream influence. I made this chart for my daughters because I did it all for my daughters, but right now I have this channel and I would like to share with you guys. Okay? This is understanding propaganda. We get propaganda all the time in Facebook, Instagram, all the social medias, even in YouTube. And I understand that a lot of YouTubers make money off that, right? I know that, and I'm not. And that's not my intentions to become a YouTuber that makes money off YouTube. If I ever do, I do. But at least I know what I'm getting myself into, and I think that every audience and everybody that's watching videos understand how the power of influencing people is. 10 seconds that you see, it'll be recorded in your subconsciousness or in your consciousness somewhere where you don't even know that you remember, that you can remember out of your mind. And all of a sudden, it's there recorded. That's the power of influencing. That's the power of propaganda and ads. Companies spend billions and millions of dollars, influence people to spend, and if you're aware of that, if you understand that, your choices that you make would be more of your own instead of the media, instead of the ads that you've seen. You see what I'm saying? You have more control over your thoughts, your decisions, your choices. So that makes you more in control of your life. So it'll give you that certainty that you become rich, that you become wealthy, that you have more power of your life. You understand? Okay, number 3. Number 3 is connected to number 2, but number 3 is live in balance. Because if number 2 is implemented in your brain, and you get influenced to spend and stuff like that, you will go out of balance. If you want to, like the ads make you look like with straight teeth or white teeth, and you want to become that, and you want to become, or you got to dress with Gucci or the stars and Hollywood artists, bling blings and this whatnot, well, guess what? You're going to be chasing their dream. But the difference between them and you is that they're earning millions of dollars and you're earning thousands of dollars a year. So you know what I'm saying? So whatever you see, you don't have to be. Just remember that. You got to be happy at your level. You got to be successful at your level. Feel grateful for your level. Embrace it. And know what to do. Have more control of your life. Be more self-centered. Not to be too greedy either. I mean, we have to have a little bit of greed because it's in our blood. It's in our DNA. Planets, if you throw a pencil and an apple up in the space, eventually the space will connect them together. And it has nothing to do. It's nothing bad. It's based on it's based on reality. It's based on the universe law. It's a law of the universe. But if you have control over that law and don't let it make you sad because you don't have that Ferrari or that Lambo, well, then that depends whether you are successful or not. Whether you feel like a loser or like a winner, it's up to you. Okay, and it's only your consciousness where it originates. And there's a lot of people that doesn't have anything, that has no desire of life. They don't have any desires to get their, life going, get their money, get their profession, they just want to they just relax. They're too comfortable. And that's not also a sin either. Being seeking for the least path of resistance is not a sin. It's a lot of people like that, and I don't judge them. But there's a lot of people poor because they choose to be poor, because otherwise they could get their life together, and get themselves going, and they do whatever it takes. It connects to any person whatever it takes. They still, even though, make it to the middle class somehow. And I hope this will help to you guys. I made these charts for my daughters and my grandkids and their children and generations for my life. I'm sharing with all y'all because I make this crypto channel for everyone to understand cryptocurrencies and stuff. But it's very important that you understand something besides that, because cryptocurrency is a tool. It's a tool of an investment. It's a tool of opportunity to increase your wealth, to increase your investments. You understand? But the thing that really changed my life is this learning, this knowledge. If you don't learn anything, you can't give to others anything. If you don't understand something, how could you give somebody something? You know what I mean? If your children are asking you money to go to college, but you don't have any money, then what are you going to give them? You're going to give them knowledge. You're going to give them an understanding of life. At least give them an understanding of what life is about. And when you do that, you give them more than giving them money. You're doing them a favor. You're implementing in their brains that there is something beyond money, and it's our power in our brain. Okay? This is Sugar Sus Crypto. I hope you like this video. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, and share with your friends and families if you find this video very attractive. Thank you very much. Take care.